What's up, Stripe Nation? Blake Albertson here with B&B Lawn Care. Hope you guys are doing well today. This is an important topic. You guys have been hearing it so much in our industry, and you've experienced it in every service or product that you've been purchasing here over the last 6 months. Raising prices. Everybody's doing it, the grocery store, the gas station, and every single person and company and service in between. It is we all have to do it. There's no choice this year, or you will literally make significantly less money at the end of the year because all of your costs to run your business has went up. And I will tell you, I have not been really good over the past couple years at raising my prices, because even on normal years, from 2017 to 2018, there wasn't any huge, economic thing like a virus or like whatever else is going on in the economy right now. You guys all know there's inflation every single year, no matter what. This year is just extremely significant. I think they said 7.5%, and we're going to get into the percent that I'm raising this year and how I came up with that number. But for a lot of the things that us lawn care and landscape companies buy, I think it's way more than 7.5%, because I know lawnmowers have went up significantly in price because of the materials to build the mowers and engines and just supply and demand like everything else, or like trucks. I mean, go look for a truck and go look at truck prices, even if you're not looking, and you'll understand what I'm saying. It needs to play a part in your pricing, because one day you're going to have to get another truck. Even if you're not looking right now, you still need to adapt with the times. So before we get into it, this video is sponsored by LMN, and it fits in perfectly because I've been preaching, and a lot of guys, the YouTube guys and Instagram guys, have been preaching, know your numbers. And this is a year where we just can't walk up and guess anymore. You can't guess your numbers anymore. So real quick, LMN just released LMN Gro, which I think is perfect for us lawn care companies. It's an app that you can do estimating, invoicing, time tracking. Real quick, I'm going to show, I think it's a 30-second clip from my buddy Stan Genetic talking all about it.
A new mobile phone app. And what this does, it allows me to keep all of my customer contacts right there in the palm of my hand. I can create invoices right there. I can also monitor all of my timesheets for all of my different crews. And really what all of that does, it frees me up to focus on what's really important to me. And that's the work at hand. If you guys are like me, you may be out working on your job sites, whether that's with a maintenance crew, a hardscaping crew, or just doing general construction. It doesn't matter. What does matter is I needed something fast and easy for the entire crew to learn. And that's where this app comes in handy.
If you guys want to check out LMN, especially LMN Gro, use the link in my description. It does, if you sign up, it gives us a little bit of a kickback so I can continue doing what I'm doing here on social media, hopefully helping you guys, giving you guys some information. Let's talk about raising prices. I'm going to be looking down here at this little cheat sheet. I've made some notes. Let me tell you what we're doing. Over the next week, I will be sending out a form. My customers will get one envelope, okay? The very first thing will be a letter. Basically what it says, hello, as we've all experienced over the last year, all of our prices for products and services that we use every single day are going up because, my prices go up. Gas, oil, equipment, maintenance, etc. is going up. Unfortunately, we have to raise our prices so we can continue providing excellent service to you. That's basically what it says. It's like super nice, explaining why we have to do it. This is not a money, I didn't say this, but you need to make sure your customers know this is not a money grab. This is not so Blake can go buy a new truck and live life and just, rip off my customers. It's because my gas prices have went up. I don't know. I don't even know what I think the gas around here is like $3.40 right now. is what one of my Facebook buddies said. Like 15 minutes from me, it was like 340. I think I got it for like 320 yesterday or something like that. But it's going up, especially with the stuff in Russia. Blah blah blah. All of our prices are going up, and I don't see them coming down. I think mowers are like $3,000 or $4,000 more, than they were a few years ago. That's what that letter states. It just says, hey, so you don't get a bill in April when we start mowing with a new price and it's just shocking, and now you're mad at me and there's just like, blood in the water, if you will. I don't want it to be a shock. We're contacting you a month before we start saying, hey, they're ready. They know it. This will be the easiest year you have with raising your prices because it's happened everywhere. I don't think a really good customer is going to expect you or me, our little family-owned lawn care companies, to be the only companies that suffer that we're not allowed to raise our prices, but you're going to go buy chicken and it went up, whatever it went up, 3 or 4 times more expensive now because they raised their prices. My grocery bill, I can't even believe how much we spend on groceries. Especially now the kids like eat what we eat, so now I'm feeding a family of 4, so like I would say we spend a few $100 a week, probably $200 or $300 a week on groceries right now, just because it feels like the kids are always eating. But and we're not buying. It's not like we're buying steak. We've been trying really hard to not eat meat, just trying to whatever, not gain the winter weight, I guess. But long story short, they're expecting it. You just need to be professional and make sure they have enough time to process. Don't just say, hey, I'm coming to mow tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, it's going to be $10 more expensive. Okay? This is something I've been worried about, is how much of a difference in price do we need to adjust our customers' prices? So, and this is like the $1 million question, and I'm not saying that I'm 100% correct. This is what I'm doing. First letter will just be a general letter saying, hey, we're going to have to raise our prices 15% this year. The second one, which will just be folded up in that same envelope, will be actually customized to each client. Okay, so here's the list of our services. We'll have fertilizing, mowing, cleanup, like leaf cleanups, aeration and overseeding prices. And then for mulch, it's just a contact me button for pricing, because I just don't go around to each customer's house and go look and price out mulch if they don't ask me to. It would just be too time consuming. So it's just if you're interested in mulch, contact me. That's the only service that they're not going to know the price. So the first one's, hey, warning, we're raising the prices. We have to. We just don't have an option. We have to make a profit to feed our families. Like, who can argue with that? You know what I'm saying? So the second one, here's your new mowing price, 15% increase. Okay, so the $40 lawn will now be $46. Okay, and just I'll probably round just to an even, the next even number up. I think that's fair, just because it's just, I don't really want to mess with the whole change thing. Like, I don't want it to be like $45.45. Like, that's just too many numbers. I feel like at the end of the day, everybody's going to get confused on it. So $46, right? So now my new minimum, I'm not dropping the trailer for less than $46. If you want to say that. I don't know. I'm not really saying that publicly. Like, it's not like a law of mine, but I'm just saying we don't do anything less than $40. And now that $40 is $46. So that's inflation. How did I come up with 15%? And I'm not saying that's right. It could easily be 20%. But I don't think it should be less than 14%. Like, what are you talking about? From some government website, I found in 2021, Inflation was 7%, maybe 7.5% is what they're saying. In 2002, 2002. Woo! 2022, it's expected to be about the same, about 7 to 7.5%. I think it's more than that. I think for us lawn care companies, I think for everybody from the grocery store, your daily purchases, I know our gas bill has skyrocketed, right? I think it's more than that. But I can prove that I need to raise my prices at least 15%. So that's why I did it. If we need to make adjustments in the middle of the year, I think it's one of those years that if gas continues to go up and it's at $4, $4.50, I think it's, in the past, this is what I've heard, is guys do like a surcharge and say, until gas hits this mark again, we're going to have to charge, $2 or $3 or whatever it is, whatever the number is, per week more because our gas prices went up, past what we've budgeted for. I listen, you have to do what you have to do. You can't just mow a whole year, work a whole year losing money. But we are at a pivotal, this is so urgent. You need to do this now. If you're just expecting to go start in April and just like it's always been, you will lose money. It's as real as that. This is the realest, most, like, if I can't do anything else, this video is what I need to do. Because, yeah, new equipment's fun. It's fun to watch, people get new trucks and blah, blah, blah. But this is what will actually affect your family. It's as real as that. Like, I want that to hit you a little bit because we're talking about 7%, 15%. Like, you might think it's nothing. But most people's profit, a great business, a great lawn care business, is running at like 12 to 15% profit. So, that's how important these percentages are because our expenses are so much in this business. That's why I'm telling you 15% raising, if you're only making a 10% profit and now your inflation went up 14%, you're going to go pay people to cut their yard? You're going to take money out of your family's pocket when you could just professionally explain, hey, Susie, I put that in there, a sentence. I'm just saying, like, thank you so much for the support over the years. I want to continue providing that service, and our expenses went up. I just have no choice. People are going to understand. I think a lot of people, the $45 yards that are now over 50, in the past, it just seems like the yards around here aren't $50 yards. But I also never thought that I was going to be paying $300 a week for groceries or $200 a week for groceries. So we're just living in a wacky, weird time. You need to like take a little second, put your head high and explain, hey, this is the world we're living in. My expenses are out the roof right now, and we're just passing that on to the customer so we can stay in business, keep providing a great service, and we're going to move on. And so I'm expecting there will be some turnover. Not every customer is going to be like, all right, Blake, I believe you. Like, all right, Blake, sure, cool. People will be like, I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll cut my yard now. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know. I'm looking at my cheat sheet here. Yeah, I said we have no choice but to raise prices. That was on my notes here for this video. And one last thing, if accounts haven't been raised in the last 3 years, if you've just been, all right, Susie, I'll see you in the springtime, and you go back and start mowing and billing her, if you haven't been making the little 4% increases, which I used to think was crazy, to say, oh, my $40 yard is now a $42 yard. A, the client wouldn't care, and B, I'm like, what's $2? Well, dude, $2 times 32 weeks that we cut a year times 100 customers. It matters. You got to do this. This is I hate this stuff. I'll be honest with you. I hate the back end side of things. That's why we work with LMN. That's why I'm so excited about LMN Gro. It's an app. They're trying to make our lives easier because I hate this stuff. I just want Susie to say, Blake, you do awesome work. I love the stripes, and here's your check. And we're all smiling and laughing. I don't like these hard, uncomfortable situations where I have to raise people's prices. It's just my personality. I hate it. But I love my family, I love my business, and I love staying in business. And this is just one of those moments that we have to do it. So, if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. That's all I got. That's how much I'm raising my prices this year. That's why I'm doing it. And I'm telling you, please, you've got to do it. There's just our expenses are just, go try to buy a lawnmower. Go try to buy a lawnmower and a truck and a trailer and some trimmers, blowers, and everything else in between. Go do it. It's easily, gonna get you $100,000 like that. Okay? So your equipment is now worth more. Your business is now worth more. You got to be making money, and you got to make sure, LMN calls it overhead recovery. You have to make sure that if that mower dies this year, you need to make sure that you're making enough money to buy another mower or do a significant repair on that machine and that truck. It's not just, I own this truck. This is the last point. You got to stick with me. I learned this at the Hype House. Just because you own the equipment, it doesn't matter if you own it, rent the equipment. Let's say I go out and rent a dingo. I will bill my customer a rental rate plus profit because there's so much to do to get a rent. It could take 2 hours to get a rental piece of equipment. Playing the whole game with the whatever. Okay? Let's say I bought the dingo, paid $40,000, whatever. People just think that now that I own it, I don't have to bill it out to the customers. Your customers are paying for that piece of equipment per hour. It's no different. They're renting that piece of equipment for you for their job. We don't do it with lawnmowers. In the industry, I'm talking about industry-wide. I do it. I'm just telling you, as an industry, people just think, I buy a $10,000 lawnmower. It's my lawnmower. I'll go out and mow yards for $25. It doesn't work like that. It's not. You got to switch that mindset. If I buy a $10,000 mower, I still have to bill out that mower to my customers. That's what the back end, knowing your numbers, is all about. How much does it cost per hour to run that lawnmower? Then how much does it cost to run that crew, that truck? What does it cost you per hour with maintenance, with depreciation, with wear and tear on that sucker? And you have to buy a new one. You put $1,000 or 1,000 hours on a mower, 1,500 hours on a mower. It's time to start thinking about buying a new machine. And if you're not putting that into each and every one of your accounts, and you're like, I don't have money to buy a new mower, then you're just never getting ahead. Like, I don't know. I could rant about this forever. That's it. That's how serious all of this is like, don't be playing games anymore. Oh, just 20. I don't know, Susie, $25, $30. Well, it was $30 last year. Let's just do $35 this year. Okay? And you look at the end of the year and we're still paying taxes in freaking January and February and in the next year, and you don't even know how much money you've truly made yet from the previous year. Okay? And people are, all freaked out in the wintertime because they have no money because they think just because it's springtime, we have a ton of money coming in, that it's going to stay like that. Well, you've got taxes. You've got insurance that's due every single month. You might have truck payments or mower payments every single month. Payroll taxes. It's just non-stop. You got to I don't like it, like I said, but you got to do it. You've got to dive deep. You got to know your numbers because if not, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, and you look and you're broke and you're like, why? Why? Because you didn't take the time. Okay? You didn't take the time to look at and dive deep into your business and figure out, well, I have a this kind of mower, this kind of truck. I'm paying my employees this much, and how much is it costing my business to run every single hour? Okay, how much does it cost to mow Susie, or how much time does it take to mow Susie's yard? It'll tell you how much it costs you to mow Susie's yard. Okay, a $40 yard that takes an hour. I'm just telling you, people do it. That $40 goes like that when you have a two-man crew, a truck, trailer, blowers and trimmers and mowers, burning gas. That money goes quick. That's all I got to say. I could rant about this for hours, okay, because it's so important. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you got something out of it. I know some of you love when my heart starts beating and I start getting jazzed up. I'm hot now. I'm fired up. But it's so important because I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to not be totally negatively affected by the inflation we're experiencing in the world, and we will. This is the new threshold. It's like a roller coaster, right? You know when you're going up and you hear tick, 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 tick. Well, it's making sure that once you pass that point, that the car can't go backwards. Okay, that's pretty much inflation. Maybe gas prices will change, but like trucks may go down, but it's not going back to where it was, pre-2020, right? So we're on this roller coaster, tick, 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 and every single week, man, we're hitting a new tick, tick, and it's not going back. So you have to adjust your business, your pricing to the new threshold that we're at. You can either whine and complain about it, or you can just fix it and go about enjoying what you do because you know you're making money. That's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Here we are, man, killing it. We're ready to kill it this spring. Stay positive, man. That's all I can say. It's craziness out there. I'm just trying to do my little part here and tell you what I'm doing in my business and staying positive and ready to go make some stripes, man. So if you guys check out LMN, appreciate them sponsoring this video. And man, I don't know. I'm so excited to use LMN Gro. Use the link down in the description. Like I said, if you guys sign up, it's no more expensive for you. Just use my link and try it out. I think they have a 30-day free trial, which is pretty cool. So that's it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.